I wake up and yawn. Another day, another class. As if on autopilot, I get dressed and go through my morning routine. Then I hop on my bike and drive to school. When I arrive, I head straight for the class and wait for the professor. He arrives promptly and class begins.
Good morning. Today we'll be discussing the differences between military grenade weaponry and those used in recreational matches.
Ooh, I'm actually interested in this. I want to learn. This should be interesting stuff. I focus on the professor's lecture.
The fundamental difference between the two is that military grenade weaponry are configured for energy output, which can cause lethal damage. Recreational weaponry is closely regulated so it can't actually destroy the gear frame.
Oh, okay. I kind of figured it would be something like that. That's interesting.
Since the shields on a gear get the brunt of the damage, we consider a depowered gear in recreational matches as destroyed.
What if someone brought in an unregulated weapon for a match?
Before every match, the equipment of each gear is checked and double-checked to ensure the energy output is within proper parameters.
Yeah, but even so... Oh god, this is leading towards a reveal. God damn it.
What about the qualifier matches? There was a gear that did some energy output override thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. As one, the class looks at me. I don't know what you're talking about.
During that specific qualifier match, the gear's energy core is what surged with additional power, not his weapons.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm surprised no professors or anyone else talked to us about what happened.
Although, I must admit, I've never seen a core do that before. Hopefully this young man can enlighten us on how he did it.
Why are you talking about my core? I thought this lesson was about military versus recreational weaponry. Why are you talking about me? The class looks disappointed, however the teacher nods.
Of course, we shouldn't get distracted. Let's get back to the lesson on hand.
Dodge a bullet! He returns to his lecture. Oh, I gotta dodge those bullets. Once class ends, I hurry out of the room. My phone is already in my hand by the time I get outside. Let's see if anyone's free. Yay, the whole list is here. If it gives us the option, we gotta try Yuuna. I'm on my way to grab something to eat when I pass by the campus bookstore. I have a lot of CINY swag at home, but I don't have anything from Ace yet. It wouldn't hurt to take a look around to see what they have. Plus, remembering how impressed Nikki's friends were when they found out I was from Ace, I bet Nikki would love to have some Ace Academy swag. Did it just make me say swag? I walk in. The cashier counters are right by the entrance. As I go further inside, I can either turn into the clothing section or into the book section. I have a feeling the clothing section. There are racks of t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, etc., all in different sizes with Ace Academy school name and logo on them. There are even Ace Academy baby clothes. I browse the t-shirt section and spot one I like. It's got an Ace logo in the center and the teal stripes around the edge, kind of like our team uniforms. Next I check out the hoodies and immediately spot a perfect one for Nikki. It's pink and has an Ace logo on the top corner. I grab the hoodie for Nikki and the t-shirt for me, then stand in the line to check out. Zoning out while waiting for my turn in line, a familiar voice interrupts me.
Hey there.
Huh? I spin around to see Yuuna's smiling face standing in line behind me. She glances at my items and holds back a laugh.
That's a pretty hoodie you have there.
She holds the same one.
But I think you might need a bigger size.
I laugh and Yuuna lets out a giggle. Nah, it's not for me. It's for my sister. I hold up the item I bought for myself. This one's for me.
Oh, well, I think she'll like it. Is your sister younger than you?
Yeah. She's in her last year of high school.
It seems like you two are close.
Really? What makes you say that?
Well, teenagers usually go through a phase where they fight with their sibling all the time. But since you're buying her a gift, it seems like you two must get along.
Yeah, we do. Yuuna smiles warmly.
That must be really nice.
Yeah, how about you? Do you have any siblings? Oh. Yuuna hesitates and shifts her items from one hand to the other. Finally, she shakes her head.
No.
Yep, that's about what I thought. She breaks eye contact and looks down. I feel there's something she's not telling me. We are not going to ask her about it. Yuuna seems really uncomfortable by this topic. I shouldn't force her to talk about it. Sorry, we don't have to talk about this. She gives me a grateful smile.
It's okay.
She glances at her hand. I see her carrying the book Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. Oh, god damn.
Huh?
Your book. She glances at her hands, then chuckles.
Oh, right. It's for one of my classes.
Ah, yeah. I bought the e-version for my text. Yuuna nods.
I did too for most of them, but I find it's easier for me to take notes when I have a physical copy of the text in front of me.
She opens the book and flips through it. Hey, that's in English. She blinks at me.
Yeah, it's for my English literature class.
I switch to speaking English. Why does it have to be bold? I didn't know you could speak English. Nope. I got one better. Didn't know you could speak English.
Not very well.
She answers in English. Her accent is good, but she speaks with the confidence of someone who's not used to conversing with a native speaker. I switch back to Japanese to make it more comfortable. It seems good to me. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Never mind, fuck it. I'll quit being an asshole.
Thanks, but I know I still have a lot to work on.
Well, apparently I can understand Moonspeak now. Well, if you ever want to practice, I'll be happy to help.
Okay, thanks.
Next in line. Nope, that's me. We'll catch up next time, okay? She smiles.
Of course.
I go up to the counter and pay for my items, then wave goodbye to Yuuna as I head out of the store. I'm in the campus gym finishing up my workout. When I return to my locker, there's a missed text from Kaori. Emergency meeting! Meeting in the hangar! Geez, all caps? I better get going. But it's not an emergency at all. And they all look worried, so that's not a good sign. I arrive at the hangar about the same time as Sho and Mayu. Kaori waits impatiently in front of her gear.
Finally! That took you a while.
Why are you saying that to me? What are you talking about? I'm on time. I'm not late.
I've been waiting here at least 10 minutes.
Congratulations! She crosses her arms. Kaori addresses the rest of the team.
What about you guys?
Sorry. We were having lunch, and I guess we lost track of time.
Kaori blinks and waves her hand dismissively.
Never mind. We have more important things to discuss. Like our sponsor situation.
Oh yeah, we never went and told everybody how it went. Everyone becomes serious.
Our gears need a lot of maintenance to return to peak fighting condition. And the next round is tomorrow. I don't know why, but everyone I talked to was really rude and unhelpful.
Oh, I couldn't imagine why. Sho and I share a knowing glance and Kaori catches us.
What?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
She continues to stare.
It's just, sometimes you can come across a little harsh.
That's putting it lightly.
I'm just honest.
No, you're just a bitch.
Sure, but honesty doesn't make people like you. You need to get in touch with your soft, warm, feminine side.
Oh. She doesn't have one. Kaori raises an eyebrow.
Is that what you do?
Yes!
Great. Oh, that's great.
I mean to the warm thing, not the soft and feminine thing.
Oh, it would have been funnier if he just went with it. When like, yeah. Straight up, just, yeah. What of it? We stare at him blankly. No, I'd have given him a bro fist.
I'm just going to shut up now.
Before you do, did you manage to get a sponsor?
He folds his hand behind his head and leans into them.
Nope.
You forgot to ask around, didn't you?
Yeah, he probably did.
Maybe?
He looks sheepish. Kaori rolls her eyes.
What about you, Mayu? Can your father sponsor us?
I'm gonna guess no. Mayu shakes her head.
Unfortunately, he's backing the team I was originally supposed to join. When I was invited onto the team, Father was so happy, he promised he'd sponsor them. Even though I never joined them, he can't go back on his promise.
He should have said, I'll sponsor the team that you join. Oh, God. Is everyone in this world a complete dumbass? I mean, obviously Yuna's not. She knows how things are done, but... whatever. Kaori nods and faces me.
You had that interview yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah. I went to the interview with Warp Tech. It didn't work out.
Why am I not surprised?
It had less to do with me and more to do with our team's status. I could show you the full report from the SBA if you want to know the official reason, but basically we aren't high enough rank. I fished the phone out of my pocket. It flashes low battery warnings at me before it dies completely. Fuck!
Where's the report?
Hold on. I have to charge my phone. My gaze lands on my gear. I race to it and head to my cockpit. My teammates call after me, but I ignore them. Once I plug in my phone to the docking connection, it lights up with the charging symbol. Everybody's wearing confused faces when I climb out of the cockpit. What?
Why didn't you just use an outlet?
Mayu points to an outlet on the wall. Who cares if I use an outlet or my gear? Because I can?
That's stupid.
I made my choice and I'm standing by it. Besides, an outlet doesn't do me any good if I don't have a phone charger with me.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense.
Anyway, I guess we're back to square one.
Back? We never left square one.
He does have a point. Don't give up hope just yet. I might have something.
Another meeting?
No, but my friend's in the SBA. She's still helping us search.
Okay, in the meantime, the rest of us should continue our search too.
Okay, now she's not being a bitch anymore.
I'll take another look at what ACE offers. Maybe there's some kind of campus grant or funding we can apply for.
There you go. Why didn't you bring that up sooner?
Mayu, do you think you could reach out to some of the other major corporations we haven't talked to yet? Maybe with your background, you'll have more luck than we would.
We need to have Mayu, me, and Yuuna all in a room talking to one of these corporations. Sho and Kaori, they just, you know, they could be there, but they would need to stay quiet. Mayu nods.
Maybe Sho can ask around local businesses?
Okay.
I mean, how much did the repairs cost? I mean, there's that thing. Like, the size of them, it's got to be thousands upon thousands of dollars to do repairs.
Good idea.
Yeah, no. There's either something that's going to have to come in clutch, or we're going to end up with, like, some low-level sponsor, and we're going to have to prove ourselves or something. I mean, it's a great idea, but it's going to be a long-ass trek. Either that, or we're going to get incredibly lucky. One of those things. Kaori looks at me. I'll follow up with my contact. She nods, which means we get to have more time with Yuuna, which is great.
Hopefully, we'll find someone. But there's a chance we might have to fight with our gears as is.
Alright. I'm confident we can get someone in time. Mayu smiles and nods at me. Sho claps me on the back.
Okay, we have our plan. Text me if you guys get any leads.
See, there's a smile. We all nod.
I'm off then. I've got some stuff to take care of.
I hope you mean reaching out to the businesses show and not playing your video games.
Oh yeah, that too.
Of course that's what I meant. The arcade industry is a lucrative place to find a sponsor.
Like, as crazy as that sounds, he could be right. Mayu sighs.
Show.
He wears a signature smile.
Okay. Let's go find us a sponsor.
Mayu beams. The pair waves at us before heading out.
I'll be going too. Tell me if your friend is successful.
I nod and Kaori leaves. Nothing left for me to do but go home. I guess that's fair enough. An uneventful drive later, I arrive at home. I'm back. I walk into an eerily quiet living room. Looks like I'm the first one here. Feels a bit strange. Nikki's bright smile is usually here to greet me. Maybe she has an after-club activity or something. I reach it for my pocket to see if she's texted me. My heart sinks as my hand grabs for air. There's a void where my phone should be. Ah, fuck. Crap, I must have left it in my gear. The sun is setting and it'll be evening by the time I reach campus. Hopefully it won't be too much trouble getting to Eagle after hours. I remember CINY was pretty restrictive on who can enter the hangar at night. I hop back on my bike and drive back to Ace Academy. Surprisingly, traffic is heavy and it takes longer than expected to reach campus. Fuck! A handful of students cross the quad as they're headed towards their evening classes or the bus station. Even though the sky is in an inky darkness, the pathways of the campus are still bathed with a soft light. It's kind of peaceful. The pilot's lounge is just as busy as always, but I don't recognize too many of the students here. Most of them must be upperclassmen, either third or fourth year. I slip through unnoticed and arrive at the hangar entrance. I'm about to swipe in when a guard stops me.
Hold on. What's your business in the hangar?
I left my phone in my gear. I forgot something. It's not a lie, but it would be too embarrassing to tell him the whole truth. No, it wouldn't. It's like, I left my phone in my gear. I need my phone. I'm gonna be in and out. Done. Luckily, the guard doesn't seem to care. He gives me a quick once-over and then nods.
Alright, go ahead and swipe.
Thank you. I bring my student ID in proximity of the sensor. The success chime sounds and the door slides open. That was easier than expected. I follow the tunnel back to the hangar. The sound of power tools, machinery, and metallic ringing echoes along the walls. It makes sense that most of the repair work happens after hours. It's a lot safer for them to work without the threat of students walking around causing potential disasters. Instinctively, my feet lead me to Eagle. What the? A bluish hue from the active terminal display illuminates my docking station. That doesn't seem right. I'm sure I turned everything off when I left. Cautiously, I tiptoe towards my gear. There's a figure crouched in front of Eagle. Ah, shit, is that Valerie? The person is dressed entirely in black and wearing a hoodie that hides his or her face. Still engrossed with my gear, the stranger hasn't detected my presence yet. Stay quiet and sneak up from behind.
We'll do it from behind!
Staying in the shadows, I continuously creep towards Eagle. As I close the distance between us, I notice how small and how petite the person is. Must be a girl. But I can't think of anyone who'd be so interested in my gear. Once I'm only a few steps away, she tenses as if noticing a presence. Grab! Before she can react, I grab her shoulders and roughly spin her to face me. Called it! Fucking called it! Valerie, what are you doing here? She grins. Her gaze flicks to my hand still on her shoulder.
I never would have guessed you like it rough.
I can be possessive too. That's how I get when someone's messing with my baby. That came out more as a warning than a joke.
Sounds like you're overly attached.
She flashes me a playful smirk, but I don't smile back. What are you doing messing around with Eagle?
Nothing, I promise.
No, I don't buy it. You were obviously doing something with the terminal. That is not nothing. She holds up her hands in defense.
I wanted to get a better reading on your core. I'm not altering anything, though. Just studying.
I don't care. Why?
To figure out how your core was able to sustain such a high energy output for so long without completely burning out.
I don't care.
Given the size of your core and the cooling system, the heat dissipation doesn't seem like it would have sustained longer than a few seconds, yet it lasted almost 10 minutes! Maybe there's a direct coolant injection to the primary source? I also didn't consider the acceleration of airflow given the hidden frame openings. Perhaps a quick calculation using...
I still don't care. The more she talks, the faster my anger melts away and is replaced by respect. No, bullshit! She's more than what meets the eye. Okay. Wow. Alright. Even though she claims she means no harm to Eagle, how can I be sure she's telling me the truth? I only have met her a few days ago. Still, it seems she's genuinely curious about how my core worked.
Here, I'll prove I wasn't changing anything.
I watched Valerie retrace a few screens, all with the configuration data unmodified. Okay.
Huh?
I get it, you were curious, but you can't just break into other people's robots and be messing around with their parts. She looks away.
I'm sorry.
We're silent, then she looked sideways at me. I don't like that look on her face. Or do I like that look on her face?
So, I guess you wouldn't want to know that your primary weapon can actually benefit from an airflow exhaust here and here.
Oh, fuck. What? She points aside my open gear.
You see right there?
Yeah, I think.
It'll still require validation testing, though. You should probably get your engineer to check it out.
My engineer?
Yeah, you know. The person who makes sure all your gears are working properly and helps you with any upgrades or improvements.
I have one of those? Don't the sponsors do that? Valerie shakes her head.
They help a lot when it comes to major repairs or new items, but an engineer on your team takes care of any general maintenance and the like.
Oh. How would he not know this? Maybe we should get an engineer. I'll ask my team about getting an engineer. Sounds like we could really benefit from having one.
You definitely would.
She scoots closer and smiles.
And luckily for you, you already have one person perfect for the job.
You mean you. Really? She scoots even closer and bats her eyelashes at me. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, he is so dense. Valerie sighs.
Just think about it.
There's another pause. To avoid the awkwardness, I shut down the open terminal. So, we should be going then.
Yeah.
Neither one of us moves. Don't touch my gear again without my permission.
I promise I won't.
I'll be watching you. I wait for her to leave, but she doesn't budge. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
She stands in place and waves. You aren't leaving.
Neither are you.
It's my gear. Okay, on the count of three we'll leave. Oh god, this... She nods. 1, 2, 3. We both stay put. This fucking game. You didn't move.
Neither did you.
I hate this game.
What the hell are you kids still doing here?
Security catches us off guard, and we simultaneously stammer in nonsense. He shakes his head.
If your business here is done, then you have to leave.
Valerie glances at me and I glance at her, still waiting for her to move. She doesn't. Suddenly, a strong hand grips my arm. Hey! The guard holds Valerie, too. He physically leads us towards the exit.
You should get home. It's late.
As we pass through the doors, the guard shuts them behind us. Valerie and I are once again standing in silence.
Well, I'll see you around.
This weekend, right? We still have our project.
Yep, it's a date.
I thought it wasn't a date. It's not a date. She winks at me and then turns around and leaves. I call after her. It's not a date! I don't know why you would say no to it. I mean, you're not officially dating Yuuna, so, I mean, there's no harm in it. My protest falls on deaf ears. Oh well, I'm sure she was only joking anyway. Why is it always a tense protagonist? I'd really like a self-aware protagonist in one of these games. I think I'd have a lot of fun with that. Maybe. I head to the parking lot. Once I reach my bike, I drive home. Did you grab your phone? Nikki still isn't home by the time I return. Where can she be? I reach into my pocket and my phone I grasp for empty air. Fuck! ... Ah, shit, not again. He really pisses me off.